Sometimes there is just nothing better than a sweet treat to satisfy your cravings, and even better when you could support local makers. Maple Grove Farm in Afton produces 100% pure homemade maple syrup and other maple products. And the farm has another open house on tap for Saturday. And here with the details, we've got Candace and Toby Wiggin. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here. So this is another open house. They just came off of one this past weekend, but if you missed it, you still have time to go. How was this past weekend?
It was fantastic. It was a little cold, but everyone bundled up and dressed for the weather. We had over 120 something guests come by, and that was even with a little rain in the morning. So we're looking for a huge turnout this next Saturday.
And that is incredible. Let's talk about what you do at the farm, what people will see if they go to the open house.
Yeah, so right now we're in the midst of what we call sugaring season. That's January and February.
That's
here
year-round
in East
for me.
Tennessee. Well, in East Tennessee, we've got a much shorter season than our friends do up north. So we're only able to collect the sap in the months of January and February when the temperatures are above freezing during the day and below freezing at night. So right now, that's what we're getting, and that means during the daytime, the sap is running or dripping out of the trees, as people saw on Saturday. We're able to gather that in our buckets or our tubing system, and folks get to see that as well. Then we take that back to our sugar shack, and that's where we have our piece of equipment called an evaporator that actually does all of the work in cooking down that sap, reducing the water content, and boiling it down to where it is maple syrup. 67% sugar is where we have to reach.
And I think I read something about how much sap actually goes into the syrup, like what the process is. Like you collect so much and it boils down and makes just such a small little batch. What's the
On average, it all depends on the sugar content. Right now, we're measuring a bit under 2% sugar content coming from the tree. But on average, it takes about 40 gallons of sap to boil down to 1 gallon of maple syrup.
Which is insane to me. This is quite the process. Now, Toby here, you're involved in the process. What's your favorite part?
My favorite part of the maple syrup process is probably tapping the trees and eating the maple syrup on my pancakes.
Oh, that sounds absolutely delicious. We have a lot of options here. You guys have a lot of flavors. What's your favorite flavor?
Mine is probably just 100% pure.
A traditionalist, I like it. But you guys have something that's not traditional. I'm looking at chili peppers right here. What do you offer?
So we have our chili infused syrup that has dried arbol peppers in it. It's a little spicy, but it's great for cooking. We also have my favorite, the bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. We partner with Tennessee Hills Distillery, and we're able to use their used bourbon barrels, and then we can pack our hot syrup in the barrels, let that sit and age over time, and it creates a beautiful infusion of flavors and aroma, and you get that smell of bourbon in your maple syrup. It's great on vanilla ice cream, and I love it in my iced coffee.
And great to start your day, depending on what kind of day you're ready to have. This is awesome. These look delicious. This is something you'll be selling if people do come out. What else can they expect as we wrap up here?
So our tours take about an hour, and we're going to be starting at 10 o'clock in the morning and going to our last tour at 2 o'clock. We take you through the entire process. We take you out in the woods, identifying our maple trees, tapping, collecting the sap, going back to the sugar shack to watch the cooking process. We talk about filtering and bottling, and then we end our tour in our sugar store, which is new for this year. That's where you can taste all of our products and decide which products you want to take home with you.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you so much. And you do not want to miss the upcoming open house at Maple Grove Farm. It runs from 10 to 2. The farm is located at 610 Judd Neal Loop in Afton. The open house is free to attend, and products will be available on site for purchase. We will be right back.